sinagot po kasi ni DOJ Secretary Boy Remulla, kaya po hindi niya po sinasagot yung text or call kay Congressman Teves dahil puro lang po drama, puro lang na po pag-iinarte, mas mabuting umuwi na lang po siya. Anong...
Ewan ko kung anong definition niya ng pag-iinarte. Hindi ba paano niyang nalaman hindi nga niya sinagot? Maybe he should take the call at kung tingin niya ay pag-inarte o kung gusto niya mag-inarte in person, ay titingnan natin. I just do not know what he means by that.
Magkano ba yung mga kliyente niya?
I do not know kasi that is conjectural, wala pang warrant masyadong hypothetical. Kasi ang talagang the thing that prevents him from returning are the threats to his life. Yun po talaga And these threats have existed long before Disyembre pa sinasabi na sa amin ito. Hindi po namin inisip ito dahil napatay si Governor Degamo. Again, December 28, 2022, nakapost sa kanyang Facebook account. Sampalin niyo ako dito sa harap ng camera pagka hindi totoo. January 11.
Kung may bigay lumapit, wala naman.
Sige nyo, kung hindi December 28, kung yung time na Degamo. Hindi po namin inimbento to on the spot. It has existed since December. Kaya nga, sabi ni Cong, he thought at that time that the best way to protect himself was to go public. So, the threats persisted, the reports persisted. At noong January 11, we deemed it proper to hold a press conference para sabihin na namin sa media. So, yun po ang sitwasyon. Hindi po namin iniimbento tong threats.
Yeah. The next question, please.
Good morning, attorney.
Can you identify? Yun lang.
Vivian, attorney. So, yung na-mention ninyo kanina, na-questionin ninyo yung sanctions na ibinigay ng House. Saan po ninyo ito questionin? Kay Speaker, sa panel, or sa Supreme Court? Or are you also considering questioning this before the Supreme Court?
No, actually, hindi namin questionin in the sense na we will argue with them. Gusto lang namin maliwanagan. Bakit sinuspend yung rules with respect to certain matters and not to give Congressman Teves the right to be heard. Ilalagay nila sa report nila, hindi nakapagpaliwanag si Congressman Teves. Gustong magpaliwanag. Ayaw naman nilang bigyan ng pagkakataon. Gustong magpaliwanag. Kasi due process is very succinctly described by Daniel Webster as something that hears before it condemns. Pakinggan mo ngayon kung gusto mo i-sanction, di i-sanction mo at least napakinggan mo. Di ba may kasabihan? Si Themocles, sabi niya, strike me if you must, but hear me first. Yun lang ang gusto namin. Was that too much to ask?
But i-erase niyo ba to? I mean, is there a possibility na i-erase niyo pa ito outside of the House of Representatives?
Hindi pa namin alam alam mo, hanggang ngayon mataas pa rin ang respeto ni Congressman Teves sa kanyang mga colleagues and is really very reluctant to bring this matter outside of the halls of Congress. Out of respect na rin. But titignan namin, kaming mga abogado mas makulit kami kaysa dun sa kliyente minsan But we will give him the benefit of our best advice. But of course, the decision will always be with our client.
Okay. Yesterday, sinabi rin niya ng assurances si Kong Teves. Did this allay his fears? Sabi niya, nabigay niya na rin yung conditions, pero meron ding mga ilan na hindi pa po naibibigay. May time frame po ba kung kailan na makakabalik? Because parang konti na lang yung hindi na pagbibigyan sa condition?
Pagka napagbigyan na po, kasi yun nga, nakita ko yung sinabi ni Pangulong Marcos. Meron siyang parang caveat kay Congressman Teves na if you do not return, we will proceed with the matter without further discussion. We just want to very respectfully inform the President na yun po namang discussions na yon ay dahil din po sa panawagan ni Speaker Romualdez na siya ay umuwi, kaya naglatag po kami ng discussions, in-explain namin yung banta sa kanyang buhay at yung mga hinihiling namin safeguards. Hindi po kami humihiling ng any special treatment, yung reference doon sa sinasabing discussion ni Pangulong Marcos. Ang hinihiling lamang po namin ay a fair and impartial trial or proceedings in all fora. Be it the House, the prosecution with respect to preliminary investigation, and the courts. Yun lamang po ang aming hinihiling. Wala na pong iba. At katungkulan naman po ng lahat ng public official. When the President took his oath, he took an oath to defend and protect the Constitution. The Constitution says there is a right to due process. There is equal protection of the laws. A person is presumed innocent. The accused has the right to remain silent. Actually, hindi nga po kailangan na mag-appear ang akusado. Kung ayaw niyang magsalita, it should not be taken against him. So, yung mga compulsion na dapat siya ay naririto, dapat siya ay magsalita, dapat siya ay humarap, that should be taken within the context of the guarantees provided for by Article 3 of the Constitution, which is the Bill of Rights. Yes, please identify your...
Attorney, actually, Attorney, I just want to clarify. So you said na you're not questioning. So basically, tinatanggap ninyo. That's the right word. Tinatanggap ninyo yung suspension.
We recognize the power of Congress to discipline its members as to whether tama yung pagdisiplin nila o tama yung parusa o tama yung proseso, ay we reserve our right kasi nga because of some of the questions that we have raised. But the power is there. Kasama siya sa Kongreso, he has to recognize the power. But the way by which that power is exercised, of course, may always be subject to question.
So you're questioning it nga.
Yung manner, not the power itself.
Oh nga, so the manner it was done. So
We just want clarification. We just want clarification.
Are you questioning the suspension? Yes? No?
We don't know yet, pero kaya nga we are seeking clarification to determine what next step we will do. Kaya nga, yung aming hihiling, hindi po yun apila, hindi po namin kikwestiyonin. Mga katanungan lang yun. Yun yung mga tanong. Bakit sinuspend yung rules for certain rules, but hindi sinuspend yung rules? Kung sinasabi nyo may rules na face-to-face, but hindi nyo sinuspend yung rules na yun? Number 2, willing magpaliwanag through video teleconferencing, but hindi nyo pinagbigyan. Number 3, a privilege ng isang kongresista na mag-privilege speech at nagawa na mag-privilege speech before via video teleconferencing, bakit hindi pinayagan si Congressman Teves, who at the time the proceedings were being conducted by the House Committee and the plenary was still not a suspended member of Congress. He was a member of Congress in good standing.
So, Attorney, if the committee explains, that's what you're asking.
Clarification muna. Out of respect to the House of Representatives, of which my client is a member. And,
Can you decide?
yes.
If you're going to question the
Hindi. Ang gagawin namin, upon reading it, we will give our client the benefit of our best advice, and siya yung, gagawa kami ng legal opinion. That's what a lawyer does eh. We take all the facts, we write it down, ito yung facts, ito yung law, ito yung aming payo sa'yo, then the decision is all up to you. What do you want us to do? So, whatever our client wants to do, yun ang gagawin namin. It is not up to me to question. It's up to us to inform him of the facts and the laws applicable to help him make an informed decision.
Last to Attorney. So, just to follow that, I follow up on that point. So, if you do question it, kasi you're still waiting for the clarification, what's the next step? What are the available options?
Certiorari, Supreme Court. Under the expanded definition of judicial review, which is to determine whether or not any branch or instrumentality of government has committed grave abuse of discretion.
You're
That's why
ready to do that.
we are not ready unless our client is ready.
But that's one of the options that you might,
Actually, that's the only option.
it's the only option.
Yes.
You might present it to your
Yes, I mean,
client.
procedurally
Oo.
speaking, hindi. Ito yung facts, ito yung law. Ito yung advice namin. Are you taking our advice or not? Yun lang naman eh. But of course, what we advise our client cannot be given out because it is covered by lawyer-client privilege.
Attorney, regarding the threats, kasi di ba from day one, talagang yun naman yung sinasabi na the threats are real. Where are all these threats coming from? Can you just give a little detail?
Sinabi na po namin, again, under my gentleman's agreement with the speaker, hindi ako magbibigay ng detalye.
Pero kasi,
We shook on that eh. So, sagrado yun.
dun sa, sa statement niya sa Facebook, parang puro gobyerno, puro politiko, yun yung inaano niya binabanggit niya. So there is a parang conspiracy from the government out to get him, parang ganun ba yun?
Well, ando na yung kanyang video sa Facebook. I think those are 2 videos. One is like 17 minutes. The other is 2 minutes. So read into it what you may. But I think the videos speak for themselves. Ando na yung sinabi niya. Ayoko nang i-interpret. Baka mali pa interpretasyon ko sa sa gusto niyang sabihin.
Last na habol. Regarding what you asked
Dami na yan, ha?
Hindi,
Sabi
last-
mo, tulong, may apat na. Binibilang ko,
Hindi,
ha?
Kasi may mga follow-up questions.
Makwenta akong tao, eh.
Hindi, tungkol naman dun sa hiningi.
So, baka sabihin nila, walang kwenta ako.
Hindi, yung guarantees. What kind of guarantee? When you said, na para ito umuwi si Congressman Topacio.
Again, I'm not at liberty
Pero,
to,
it's too general kasi pagka sinabing guarantees So, does it mean na hiningi nyo ba halimbawa na ibalik yung mga lisensya ng baril niya? Nabigyan siya ng ganito karaming security?
If I answer that, na-reveal ko na yung pinag-usapan namin, hindi na-violate ko na, nakakahiya naman kay speaker.
But it's only about security.
Only about security. Seguridad lang. Wala na kaming ibang hiningiling. Security lang talaga. Ganito. Sir, ganito po. Pwede ba to? Pwede ba? Yan.
Hi sir, Gio Robles po from TV5. Follow up on din sa question ni Ms. Maki. With regards sa wishlist, I understand you will not go into details, di ba? Gentleman's agreement niyo. Pero ilan doon yung nakalagay sa wishlist niyo aside doon sa security kung meron pa?
Wala. Puro security lang.
Security lang talaga.
Security lang.
Okay.
Oo. Puro security lang talaga.
Gano'ng karami yung request niyo, sir?
Actually, to be candid, marami-rami eh. At to the credit of Speaker Romualdez, yung marami din naman doon, I think around half he's willing to concede.
Pero ganun ba kahirap yun, sir, para hindi niya given yung power and status ni House Speaker, ganun ba kahirap yung mga request ni Congressman
Hindi
Teves?
ko po alam eh. Actually, medyo ano lang naman, medyo basic lang naman yung aming hinihiling. So, of course, kung I actually respect and admire the speaker for being candid. Pwede naman siyang mambola na gagawin ko, bumalik ka lang, pagkatapos hindi mo tutuparin. Pero at least naging frank siya sa akin. Naging diretso siyang kausap.
Sa percentage, sir, sa hinihiling niyo po doon, ilang percentage yung kayang ibigay ni Speaker? 60, 50,
Teka,
50%?
calculator pa ako. Percentage
I mean, marami po ba?
Okay naman, maganda naman yung pag-uusap namin.
Okay.
Oo. I do not want to go into the details.
Okay.
Pero, maganda yung pag-uusap. It was frank, and it was a frank and straightforward discussion.
Ayun. Sir, natanong niyo ba?
Usapang maginoo naman.
Ayun. Any more questions? Ambush. Alright, anyway, wala nang questions, guys? Kain muna si attorney. At any more...
Busog na ako rito eh.
Sobrang
Pwede
tamis
pang
na.
makahingi ng isa pa na walang asukal.
Ay, walang asukal. Ayan. Sir,
Barakong iniinom ko eh.
natanong niyo na ba?
Jabloy katapis eh.
Natanong niyo na ba?
With personal. Kasi, sabi ko, mga bossing, under the law naman, up to a certain point, ay pwede namang hindi personal, kahit nga may investigasyon, may preliminary investigation, at ano bang tawag dito? There are only 3 instances in criminal in criminal proceedings when a person charged with an offense is required to appear. Arraignment, when there is a need to identify him, and during the promulgation of sentence.
Tatlo lang.
Oo. In all other cases, pwede ka lang pumirma ng waiver or you can have your client represent you. At meron naman po kaming authority. At may mga kaso naman na sinasabi na when a lawyer appears in any body, agency, tribunal, or proceedings, there is a very strong presumption that he is authorized to appear on behalf of his client. So, why the fixation on personal? Yun lang ang amin eh.
Good afternoon. Yung Samson po sa DCAR, SMNI, nabanggit po ni PBBM na pwedeng lumapag sa Basa Airbase si Congressman Teves at bibigyan pa ng mga military 1 kilometer na perimeter. Pero napag-usapan na ba kung hanggang kailan o hanggang saan yung ibibigay ng proteksyon?
Mismo nga po, yun ang detail. Sabi nga nila, the devil is in the details. Fine, bumaba ka rito, pinaligiran ka ng military. Ang biruan nga namin, di ba si Ninoy, lumanding din, pinaligiran din ng military. Oh, medyo hindi maganda ang naging outcome noon. Alam naman nating lahat. But biruan lang namin yun. I mean, hindi lang naman po yung threat ang nandoon paglapag mo. Siyempre, hindi ka naman gagalawin paglapag mo kung pinapaligiran ka ng military. But between landing at yung proceedings, marami pong mangyayari dyan. So, yun po ang nininegotiate po namin. Gaano katagal, ito po sana ang gusto naming mangyari para protektado yung si Congressman Teves naman. Hindi dahil siya ay congressman, ngunit by virtue of the cases at sa mga surrounding circumstance ng mga aligasyon laban sa kanya, ay nagkaroon po ng special na circumstances that call for a special kind of response from the government at katungkulan po ng bawat pamahalaan na pangalagaan ang kaligtasan ng kahit na sino mang mamamayan. Kanya nga, nandiyan ang ating kapulisan, di ba? Pag may isang tao dyan sumigaw, saklolo! Di ba may sasaklolong pulis? Ito lang, ibang circumstances.
Any more question, guys? Hingan na natin yung closing statement ni Attorney Topaga. Sir, go ahead.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo at inyong paghintay sa akin. Sa panig po ni Congressman Teves, alam nyo, 31 years na po akong abogado and I have been defending a lot of these controversial cases. At ang napansin ko may pattern na po dyan una, there is a sensational case. A suspect or suspects are identified. And ito yung pattern yan Siyempre, media rin ako may column ako sa Daily Tribune at may regular show ako sa DWIC at regular contributor ako sa Philippine Star. Siyempre, news, hahabulin natin. So, may media frenzy, public opinion will turn against a person who was identified as a suspect in a sensational crime. Nagkakaroon ng lynch mob mentality At nagkakaroon na ng temptation for both public officials and the public to call for legal shortcuts. Kasi nakukumbinsi na sila because of all the controversy, all the media hoopla na ito na nga yung guilty. O bakit patatagalin pa? Kulong na yan, I-freeze ang assets niyan, Pero, always, and in the final act, the only institution that can determine the guilt or innocence of any party is the institution of the judiciary. Hindi po public opinion, hindi opinion ng kahit sinong executive or legislative officer, not media opinion, but the evidence presented in accordance with law and which will be weighed by a court of law and justice. So, akin lang po, wala po kaming hinihiling katulad ng sinabi ko. Just the fundamental guarantees of fair play as enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Presumption of innocence. Equal protection. The right to remain silent. The right of a person to life, liberty, or property. Ang pangangalaga ng buhay ng isang tao ay ginagarantiya ng Constitution as the right to life. You deprive a person of the means to defend his life, you in effect deprive him of life, of liberty, and of property. So yun lang naman po, ang hinihiling ni Congressman Teves ay ang mga karapatan na lahat ng mamamayan ay kinakailangang ma-enjoy. We ask for nothing more, but we will settle for nothing less. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat. Ang maganda ng hali sa inyo.
Alright, thank you everyone, and that concludes our roundtable discussion for today.